Back, it's budget time, and Peoria has announced the next biennial budget, totaling $301 million. We have the city manager to break this all down. So this is obviously, it's still in discussion, it's still not fully official, but off what we can see now, how will this affect people in Peoria?
Well, the budget as it's proposed has $298 million of revenue coming in and $301 million of expense. So with that, that employs over 700 employees of the city, police officers, firefighters, public works employees, our code enforcement officers, all the people that work at City Hall. So there's 700 employees that are out protecting the public, ensuring that our roads are being addressed and repairs are being made, making sure our communities are safe.
So not having to make any big cuts to public safety or anything of the sorts?
Yes. In fact, one of the discussions that we've been having is potentially accepting a grant to add more firefighters that would allow us to bolster public safety. So that's something that we're in discussions about right now. So from an operating standpoint, there's really no changes to the current budget as we see it, maybe even some enhancements. From a revenue standpoint, or from a capital side standpoint, when we're building things and constructing things, this budget includes money to repair the University and Northmore intersection, which is a very busy intersection right next to Richwoods High School. So that's in the works to start construction. We got some federal money for that project. We're going to issue about $8 million in bonds to do some facility-related improvements, including a new police training facility that we're looking at building, and then improving Police Substation 2, which is up in North Peoria in Pioneer Park, to make the improvements for our police department. And then there's a number of capital projects pertaining to our combined sewer overflow problem that we have, and working to address those issues as well.
I think one big question I think a lot of people would have, the property taxes, are they staying the same? Are they going up? What's happening with them? So
our property tax rate is going to remain the same. The property taxes are going to grow because property values are growing. So what we're seeing is that in the city of Peoria next year, we're anticipating that property values are going to grow by about 6.6%. So while our rate will remain the same and will still be about 12% of everybody's property tax bill, because of property values going up, I think people's property taxes will.
So the tax will go up, but it's not because of City Hall, is what you're saying. And I think another big item that we really saw was pensions. That was a big item budget. And, you know, there's an unfunded mandate you have to meet by 2040. That's a lot of money that's going into this. And, you know, this is something that the state is requiring. Am I correct in saying that?
It is. You know, the state creates the benefits for our police officers and our firefighters, and then we're responsible at the local level for funding that. And, you know, fortunately, the investments that we've made with the pension contributions are growing, and so that's helping us as we're seeing that the money gets put into investments to make sure that the payments are there, or that money is there to pay pensioners as they retire in the future. But over the next, really over the next 15 years, we're going to see significant increases in the amount of money at the local level that we're going to have to put towards public safety pensions. So it's the biggest state unfunded mandate that we have, and then the combined sewers are the largest federal unfunded mandate that we have.
Yeah, and I think that's a great time to switch over to that. You know, it's been a project that's been long in the making, you know, long before I even came into the studio. And, you know, we're talking about 2027, 2029. This is something that will still need funding, and quite a fair amount. Are you confident that the money that you're putting in, you'll have a finished proper sewer product?
Yeah, so I think we are. You know, the first 4 years of the combined sewer overflow program, we put in green stormwater infrastructure, which means we made improvements to the streets and to the curbs to capture rainwater before it gets into the storm sewer system, and then that water actually infiltrates back into the ground, so it doesn't even get into the storm sewer system. Now, one of the things that we're looking at doing is building a large holding tank that will capture the storm water and the sewage, and it will hold it until the storms pass, and then we'll send that then on to the sewage treatment plant. With the tanks, we know how much, you know, gallons, how many gallons, millions of gallons it can hold, and then we'll be able to see with great certainty how that would work. And the operating expenses of that are significantly less than the operating expenses of the green infrastructure that we've been building. But the next tank, which is what we're in the planning stages of looking at,
right,
is going to be about $60 million. So it's going to be a very expensive project.
Expensive project. Well, thank you for breaking that down for us. Appreciate it. Next up, we'll have your local sports. Make sure to stay tuned.